just the week before Lent, and I wanted to talk to you today about this season upcoming, because we need to think about it as a whole piece of Lent as 40 days of preparation for the great high feast of the Easter Vigil, the Triduum, for which we celebrate for 50 days, culminating in Pentecost. When I first started working with the rite of Christian initiation back in the late 70s, I was intrigued to learn that the season of Lent has always been about preparation for baptism, because in its earliest days, Lent was for those to be baptized at the Easter Vigil. The already baptized, the early Christians, would join them in solidarity in their preparation, but there was no obligation for them to do anything for Lent, because it didn't become an obligation until 1,000 years later. So today, as we think about Lent, we want to think about it as preparation for those to be baptized into the full communion of the Catholic Church at the Easter Vigil, as well as for the rest of us to be prepared to renew our baptism, which we do every Easter season. So Lent, for us, is a time of purification and enlightenment. And it's our time to step back and look at how have we been living out our baptismal commitment since last Easter. So it invites us to be renewed in our Christian life and in the mission of Jesus Christ. So it's a season of spiritual recollection. And that first Sunday of Lent always invites us to join Jesus, who has gone into the desert to be purified and to be enlightened. So it invites us to look at what is our right relationship with things, because we hear the devil come to tempt him to say, "Turn these stones into bread and be satisfied." What things do we turn to satisfy our longings? What do we need to fast from in order to have a balance in our life, to have harmony? And if they're not in balance, then we need to fast from that. When I was a child, that meant fasting from candy, which meant I saved it till Easter. But I didn't really fast. I just saved it and had lots at Easter. But it really is about 40 days of changing habits. So what's the habit I need to change that will help me become better relationship with God and with things? This next temptation was about throw yourself down and the Lord will protect you. Of course we want to tempt God to protect us, but it really isn't about that. What is our right relationship with God? Do we spend time in prayer with our God? If not, then Lent is a time for us to practice prayer. In the third temptation, Satan invites Jesus to look out over all of creation and to have dominion over all people and things. But that's not the right relationship. That's not how we live in harmony with others. So when we think about Lent and our preparation for it, spend some time thinking about how you will address the need to put things back in right relationship with God, with others, and with things. Which brings us to the three traditional practices of prayer, fasting, and works of charity. So think this Lent, what will be best for you? What will be best for your household? And how can we as a church together look at our right relationship with God, our right relationship with others, and our right relationship with things? So today I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about that, because it is about our preparation for our renewal of baptism during the Easter season, when we will be asked once again, do you reject Satan, all his empty works, and all his empty promises? And do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church? So together, let us move forward in preparing for Lent and for the great season of Easter. Have a good day.